It is Sportswrap Overtime. Welcome into the show. Craig Loper, Jeff Snyder, Brian Parsons with you, joining you on this February 10th, 2026. Welcome in. Hope you had a great weekend, and it was Super Bowl Sunday this weekend, fellas. Super Bowl 60 out there in Santa Clara.
It's gone. It's over.
That's it. No more football games till whatever.
August.
Hall of Fame game is always the first one?
Week zero, right?
Weeks, I guess, for games that count, week 0 for college football, but
yeah,
no NFL until the Hall of Fame game at Boston Stadium.
Yeah. That Hall of Fame game, though, it always seems a little weird. It comes so quick because it seems like it's right after training camp starts, and the guys aren't ready, and the games are usually pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bad field anyway.
Well, they fixed it.
Did they?
Did they finally fix it?
They did a big renovation.
Yeah, I called a game there once, and I was not impressed
Always
at
the
all.
thunder delays in those games. And the new Hall of Fame class going in. We can talk about that a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Obviously, Super Bowl 60 ends up with the Seattle Seahawks beating the Patriots 29-13 was the final score. It was kind of a field goal-driven game for a while until, I guess, the fourth quarter was the first touchdown?
Yeah, that's when New England finally got on the board,
New England finally got on the board in the fourth quarter. Sam Darnold, I think, threw a touchdown pass in the third quarter. So, when it came to this game, this is kind of what the experts predicted. Seattle was the better team on paper. They're the better team going into it, and that's what we saw play out. Man, that Seattle defense.
Man, oh, man.
I said Seattle by 10.
Yeah.
And I ended up being right.
I said a touchdown. Definitely Seattle by a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. You said, Seattle by a touchdown, right? You said Seattle by 10?
I said Seattle by 10.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We might have to go back and look at the tape because I don't remember that on this particular show.
Right. They won by 16.
Well, yeah, I was the closest.
Oh, okay, got it. I was like, they won by more than 10. How are you right? Okay.
But they just made Drake May's life miserable.
Yeah, they did.
And the pressure with the front backs, with the front four, and then the one time when they did do the corner blitz where the guy just kind of slithered his way through.
I think it's technically a nickel blitz, right? He wasn't off the edge yet.
But that was right. That defense is legit.
Man,
Mike McDonald in his second year brought that Ravens mindset of defense to the West Coast, to the Pacific Northwest, and man, they just manhandled the Patriots.
It was impressive. It was an impressive
display. That offensive line had no response. They're going to have to really find a way to strengthen that up. Their
left guard and their left tackle are rookies, and Seattle clearly wanted to exploit that. If you looked at any breakdown after the game, they were overloading the left side, causing the Patriots to slide, and then creating pressure on the right side, and they would get a free rusher at times. It was a schematic masterclass by that McDonald guy, man. And it just shows you he was prepared, he was ready. New England didn't have any answers. Their coverage was on point. Their defensive line, they did a lot. They did a lot of rush 4, but then they would pick and choose their spots to blitz. And then the Weatherspoon guy getting off the edge was so impressive. I mean, New England just wasn't ready.
No, and it's too bad. You got to wonder what would have happened if Bo Nix were healthy in that AFC Championship game, and if the Broncos would have provided a better game than the Patriots. But it was what it was. I didn't think it was horrible. I thought it was a football game.
Yeah. It was 12-0 at one point. Looked like the place kicker was going to be the MVP.
I thought that would have been pretty cool.
He could have still been.
Well, it was a relatively close game. I mean, if you wanted to see the Patriots come back, there was that hope that maybe a turnover
prior to the interception,
a pick six, things like that happened, but they didn't.
Yeah, so they were Patriots score, right? They got it to 13 or whatever. And then it was like they were driving again, and then Drake May threw that really bad floater of an interception. And it was like, oh, there it is.
He had a couple straight up almost.
His arm did not look right.
Yeah, he had some arm punts.
They couldn't run the ball.
Couldn't run it.
No.
They sacked him 7 times, but then they took one back on the official stat, which would have been, I think, tied the Super Bowl record, would have been 7.
God, he got beat up.
Man, all postseason.
He's been beat up all year.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, Myles Garrett got to him 5 times in that Browns game.
I think they were the most sacked team in football, or one of
them. Definitely in the postseason. I mean, 5 times per game each game.
And it just goes back to just have a weak line and inexperienced line.
Yeah.
So now Seattle wins their second professional Super Bowl championship. They're a 2-time Super Bowl champion. The Patriots
2013 and 2026
lose another one. Seattle, the future is bright, but that's a tough division out there, man.
Woo.
And plus, you got to think Seattle, without question, they're the best team in the league.
No doubt.
Look, they got through San Francisco.
Yeah.
They got through the Rams.
Yeah.
Everybody, the Rams were the sexy pick. Everybody thought the Rams. Everybody loves that high octane offense and everything that they do. But no, it was the Seahawks and the defense that get the job done.
The best.
They were the best team in football.
The best team in football won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that's always a good thing.
Defense still wins out. I think if you want to even look beyond the defense too, if you look at Seattle, no turnovers in the postseason.
Man,
that's the stat I saw today.
That's some Montana stuff right there.
No turnovers, man. And I don't know the last time that's happened. I think it might have been Seattle 2013. I could be wrong. I should have looked that up. But that is impressive. Sam Darnold had that one really bad, I think, 4-interception game against the Rams at some point early or midway through the season.
Yeah.
Was that the game that they actually beat?
Something like that. There was a weird
Put
thing.
up some huge numbers, but they lost.
Can you pull up his game
or
log?
they pull up his game, or a bad game when they won, something like that.
Pull up his ESPN.
Two of those
log.
Rams games were wild.
Yep.
Yes, yeah, both. I think both of them were crazy. The regular season games were nuts.
Yes, yes.
Down to the wire, and then the playoff game was also nuts. But yeah, it was something where he had like a 4-interception game, I think, against the Rams. Since that point, Seattle shifted, ran the ball more, didn't make him throw it as much, and then he played lights out.
He threw 4 interceptions on the 16th of November against the Rams.
It was against the Rams.
But they won that game.
They lost that game by 2.
Oh, they lost by 2. Okay. All those games were like 2-1 points. But
they did not lose a game by more than 4 points this year.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, and you got him on a deal, too. If you want to get like into the cap stuff, I think he's only getting paid $25 million a year.
I think they throw an extension at him.
You think you just do the extension right now?
It was 3 years of $100 million.
3 years, $100 million.
And that's 1 year out of it.
So he's at $33 million a year.
I mean, might as well give him the extension now.
I don't know, man.
I
don't want to give him. I think I'd just do it.
I don't know.
I think I do.
Add on another 2 years. Why not?
Yeah, I think I do it just to keep him there. I mean, he won you a Super Bowl.
You add the extension for the 2 years, it drops his cap number for the it drops it. It extends the money, and you're still getting him at a cheaper deal probably than 90 or not 90, but 70% of the quarterbacks in the league. He's not going to be a 55. He's not going to be at $60 million a year.
I don't know.
No. I don't know. Maybe they got him perfectly where they want him.
I think they have him perfectly.
But if you're Sam Darnold's agent, hey, dude, but the guy just wanted to.
He is, but numbers wise, he's not in the category of a Mahomes.
No, he's not.
Or a Josh Allen.
But he just won it with the team you got, and so he's a good cog in there. Like, I'm just saying, if you're the agent, you kind of have the advantage.
Then I think you got the sweet deal right now. You agreed to this, the $33 million a year, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Why are you going to disrupt that and increase the number?
I think you have a little leverage if you're his agency to say your guy just won a Super Bowl. Give us a 2-year extension. And you're still not asking for. You're not asking for 60.
We're not asking for. He's not going to
get us to 40. Get us to 40.
Contract or
get us to 40 a year. I think that's reasonable. But they got to pay Kenneth Walker. He's a free agent this offseason. He just finished his 4th year.
Yeah, worry about those
Jackson
guys.
Smith and Jigba.
I would say worry about the guys whose contracts are up, and not worry about the guy that is under contract.
That's fair. I agree.
Okay.
Jackson Smith and Jigba eligible for an extension.
Give him what he wants.
Give him what he wants. Yeah.
I think one of those corners
Give Kenneth Walker what he wants.
Charles Cross, their tackle, who was a Mississippi State guy. I think he's eligible for an extension. So they got some key pieces they got to shore up. But
they're in good shape cap wise, right?
I think they're in decent shape. John Schneider is their GM.
Yes.
If you look back at their Russell Wilson trade in 2022, what those picks turned into. That's their core nucleus of players. That's your JSN. That's your Kenneth Walker. That's your Weatherspoon. That's a couple of your linebackers, Mafe. Like all those Russell Wilson draft picks, he hit on every single one.
And shout out to the owner, Lori Allen, too. I mean, she inherited a team from her brother who passed away.
Aren't they supposed to possibly sell the team?
They're about to sell.
Yeah. To sell the team.
Selling high.
But
selling high.
Getting all the draft picks on Russell Wilson is kind of like the Paul George. OKC and everything that they got from that, it's like the residual effects of these big names, and you get rid of them, and what you get back in return. My goodness,
got rid of DK Metcalf. Year 1, they win the Super Bowl. JSN becomes Offensive Player of the Year.
So interesting.
Crazy.
Seahawks and Patriots, neither team made the playoffs the year prior.
Correct.
So that happens all the time where. Not go to the Super Bowl and win it, but a lot of worst to first. You got a lot of teams that didn't make the playoffs that go on a big playoff run or make the playoffs. So looking ahead to next year, the Commanders did not make the playoffs this year.
Right.
What do they have to do to get back into the conversation?
A whole lot in the offseason. They got to get younger. They got to make sure Jaden somehow stays healthier. I don't know if that's a weight room getting stronger thing or if it's inevitable. Maybe he is injury prone. You got to take advantage of the cap space you got, $76 million in estimated cap space.
Yeah, that's a lot, right?
Yeah, it's a good amount. I think last year they had $90 million going into it.
So what are we doing here? What do you? I think they need to. Okay, I guess we don't talk about the draft until we realize what they're going to do in free agency.
You got to do free agency first.
So
correct.
What do they attack there? I mean, I think they need. I think they need a big, tall receiver.
For sure. Definitely need another receiver.
Because Noah Brown can't stay healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. And Terry's 31, going to be 31. Mm-hmm. I think I just keep screaming from the rooftops. I think he'd trade for Max Crosby. That's me. If he's on the block and he wants out of Oakland or out of Vegas.
You need an edge rusher. You need a linebacker. You need secondary help.
They need anything.
They really do.
They need anything.
They really do.
So, but it's like the model. Are they going to try to draft? Are they going to have? I think always the balance is, it's cliche, but the balance with the free agency and the draft is you do both. You pick the positions where you have maybe room to grow and you have a little more depth. You use the draft to develop. But the guys you need immediate, go get those guys in free agency, man. I mean, the Eagles do it. They play aggressive. The Seahawks, the Patriots were super aggressive in free agency this offseason. That got them to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's just a matter of what you look for in free agency, though. You don't want to overspend on guys that are 31.
You got to hit. You got
to get them when they're right when they enter free agency for the first time.
Yeah. So, but then again, free agency, you're always overbidding for players that a team is letting them go for a reason.
You're taking a risk.
You're taking a risk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 7th pick.
Yeah. 7th pick
in the draft.
That's what they got.
Some of the names have been David Bailey, an edge rusher from Texas Tech, has been talked about. Caleb Downs, safety from Ohio State. Connor Rogers, linebacker from Ohio State.
Yeah.
Manure Delane from LSU, a cornerback. So it looks like defense, I think.
Definitely.
They really have to work on that. And they have a new defensive coordinator, Durante Jones, who comes from the Vikings.
Yeah. I don't know much about him. I know he was a hot name, but I didn't know much. I didn't know he was coordinator ready to go.
Defensive backs coach.
Yeah. The Vikings defense was great this year.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of that disguising. Flores had them, incredible in looks he was providing. But, hey, if that's the direction they went, good for them. He replaces David Witt Jr., who was Coach Quinn's guy for a long time.
Quinn got rid of both his coordinators.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Whatever happened with Cliff, whatever, man. He's not. Did he get fired? I don't know. Did he quit? Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Does it really matter?
Was Cliff looking for another head coaching gig?
No, he
went to the LA Rams.
He's with the Rams now.
Oh, that's right.
Untitled position.
Untitled position. He's just going to join the staff.
The Mike Vrabel experience.
I don't know. I feel like the Rams always have a hard time. Mm-hmm. They have a hard time calling anybody the OC because McVay calls the plays, but just name him the OC. The other guy just did that with
offensive
LaFleur.
Specialist.
There you go. Exactly. We're making up a new name.
And Mike McDonald calling the defensive plays for the Seahawks.
Yes, man.
I wonder how hard that is.
You know his story a little bit. He was an intern at Georgia 12 years ago. He was a student at Georgia, I should say. I think 12 years ago, maybe a little. This is when he first got started. He was a student at Georgia. He used to go to the football ops building for 2 years and just try to talk to coaches. They would never let him in the door. I guess his third year, he finally said, you can tag along and kind of shadow us and hang out. Made him an intern. Then he got the GA job and then since that GA position at Georgia.
Is he just some kind of football nerd?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Never played college.
Nope.
Didn't play college football. I think he played high school.
He went to high school with Maria Taylor.
Yes.
Saw that, yeah. In, where's she from? Atlanta area?
Yeah, so Centennial High School.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty close in age. Yeah,
pretty cool they go to high school together and she's interviewing him on the stage of the Super Bowl.
And they're pretty close in age.
That's insane.
Yeah, I think they knew each other because that hug made it look like they were pretty close.
Yeah, they got that common bond. They drink the same water, man. There's something about that.
Can you imagine just if the staff at Centennial High School in Roswell, Georgia, how that's the biggest flex of all time.
It's a great story.
Pretty cool.
But no, he was an intern at Georgia, worked his way up, almost quit. I think he almost quit 10 years ago or something like that. He almost quit for a corporate job and then he stuck with it and became a Super Bowl champion.
I guess the Harbaughs just really kind of discovered him.
Both Harbaughs.
The Harbaughs, man, they lock in with their people, man. The Harbaughs are loyal individuals.
Because he worked with John Harbaugh first, and then he became the defensive coordinator at Michigan for a year.
Yeah.
And he came to the Ravens to be their defensive coordinator.
It's crazy.
Just ask Wood Selig.
Yeah.
He can tell us all about the Harbaughs.
Yeah. Willie Taggart's another one of the guys that's been tagging onto their coattails forever, who got fired at multiple spots, and they're just coach. He's a running backs coach for the Ravens. So, no, it's crazy.
Yeah, Wood was telling us a story when he and Jim Harbaugh, they were hung over together at a golf course or something. Something was going on there.
It's crazy. They're super loyal people. So, but yeah, good for the Seahawks. But getting back to, I guess, the offseason looking ahead, when it comes to contenders too, looking ahead, who are our suspects here for the 2026 Super Bowl on ESPN, by the way?
Oh my goodness.
Everybody saw that?
The pregame show just started.
Yeah, right.
For ESPN.
Right.
Oh, God.
It is on as we speak.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they did do a promo. It's we're next.
Yeah. Yeah.
First time for ABC in what, 20 years?
Something. Yeah, I don't know how, Brian, you would know.
I don't know. All I know is
It's been a long time.
I think NBC and Fox are so superior when it comes to the production values and the coverage that it's not even close.
No, of course. It's just like, how are they going to, okay, what are you going to put the Super Bowl on ABC, obviously.
Yeah.
And ESPN is a broadcast number 2 with the B team. Like, how is it going to work?
Oh, there'll be a Manning cast.
Or is it simulcast?
There'll be a Pat McAfee.
Right.
It'll be on every channel.
No, it'll be on every channel.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like,
They're going to go all out.
No, and it's in LA, it's in SoFi.
Okay, so who do we think is going to be one of those teams
Next year?
that did not make the playoffs that is going to make the playoffs? I'll start with the Kansas City Chiefs.
There
How
you
about
go.
that? Do you
There
think
you
they
go.
might make the playoffs?
Yes, for sure. Off the top of my head, non-playoff teams I'll put Washington back in there. You think Washington can hopefully right the ship? I don't know. Maybe. I think, the Ravens. You'd think the Ravens come back and make the playoffs.
You would think.
You would hope. The Bengals are always going to be in conversation. I'm less concerned about the teams that didn't make the playoffs. I'm more concerned about who are the real contenders next year to win the Super Bowl. I mean, Buffalo, Baltimore, Philly's going to be back.
Does Joe Burrow have a conversation?
What about getting traded? Trade me out of there?
Pull in a Carson Palmer, or pulling guys that have done that.
I don't think he's there yet. I think he's a little too loyal at this point.
I think he's pretty close.
He still has optimism.
Man, you saw how over it he was during the season. It looked like he wanted to quit.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
He said it's not fun anymore. I want it to be fun.
It's crazy.
He's basically saying it's not fun here.
I know.
That's what he's saying.
I know.
It might be more fun somewhere else.
It's not fun playing for the most notoriously cheap owners in the NFL.
Where would you even go? What are the open spots, man? You'd work at, if you're the Raiders and you got the number 1 pick. Do you trade the number 1? You give us, hey, Cincinnati, you get the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Give us Burrow.
Yeah, I do it.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I do it.
I would do it.
I do it.
I would do it.
Yeah.
Does
100%.
Burrow want to go to the Raiders, though? Another terrible franchise?
I think
I just feel like it's
fresh
really
start.
But a fresh start with a team that's worse off than where your current team is at, with no receiver number 1.
Miami Dolphins.
There you go. That seems like they might be maybe they're in a better spot. I don't know what
Tyreek's not. Is he coming back? He tore his Achilles.
He was already on the back end of his career anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. If he comes back, I don't think he's the same.
I don't know if you're asking for a trade.
Tyreek.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's always like, okay, is the grass greener when you go to this team that's rebuilding?
They're not even making the playoffs.
I know. You're right.
They're not even coming close because that defense is so.
It is,
bad.
but you're not going to get traded to like a contender. You're going to get traded to some other bad team.
Look at Matthew Stafford.
True.
But
there are precedents here. There's plenty of them.
Let's trade up Jared Goff for Matthew Stafford trade. That ended up being one of the coolest.
One of the rare ones.
Everybody.
One of the ones that's like even.
Yeah.
It's like when when the Eagles got rid of Andy Reid, it just worked out for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes
I'd love to go through that list of teams.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need a change of scenery, man.
You never know.
That's all it needs.
So let's see. Let's take a look. Colts.
Colts could use a quarterback.
The Colts could use a quarterback.
Yeah,
Philip Rivers already said he's not coming back.
Right.
He was actually going to interview for the Bills job.
He didn't.
You know who could use a quarterback?
Who?
I'm not joking around here.
Who?
And this team has a defense.
I don't know.
Houston Texans.
Oof.
He was awful.
Man.
Troy Aikman was on national television saying,
That'd be a good one.
I don't think he's got it, man.
That'd be a good one.
He said the Texans need to seriously consider
That'd be a good one.
what they're going to do moving forward.
We root for chaos around here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
God, that'd be a good one. Oh my God.
That'd be a good trade.
They don't have a high pick though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They're gonna have like a pick in the low 20s, so they might not have the capital.
I mean,
well, if you add CJ Stroud in the deal though, CJ, you take our 25th pick,
two first rounders,
2 first rounders, CJ and 2 first rounders. Give us Joe Burrow. Man, I like it. Now we're getting the wheels turning. I like that. That's a good one. Who knows?
Because if you want him to go to a team that's ready to contend,
Houston would be it immediately.
The Texans, and that's CJ Stroud held them back. I don't know what happened to him at the end of the year.
Crazy. God, I would love.
I don't know what his deal is because
he hasn't been the same since his rookie season.
This has happened 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So
it'd be nuts. God, that would be so fun.
The lack of urgency in that game that I saw, I know it was freezing cold, and
he looked like he was playing JV football. In the
it's
NFL.
just
5 turnovers, fumbling it.
It was awful.
Dude, so methodical and the telegraphed. Everything was telegraphed.
That'd be very interesting. He's up for an extension too, so they'll probably pick up his 5th-year option and then see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, he's not going to get an extension.
No,
not after that.
They'll pick up his 5th-year option.
Tampa, I don't know how. I don't know about Baker.
They still believe in Baker.
Well, they still believe it because Baker's good, but if he's like even slightest amount hurt, he's just not the same.
A lot of teams need quarterbacks though, so you never know. God,
Baker's kind of a punk.
He can be.
It's like, look at Sam Darnold, who played for 5 teams.
Yeah.
and doesn't have a bad thing to say about any of them.
Yep.
In fact, he's got something positive to say about all of them.
Right.
Baker Mayfield,
different personalities.
He's just crapping on all the teams that he played for. It's like it's some sort of. I think he's an idiot because who in their right mind? You don't look like a tough guy when you walk up to somebody and you're not wearing a helmet and you headbutt them and they're wearing a helmet. You look like an idiot when you do that.
CTE, baby.
Yeah, he definitely got some bravado.
I'm a tough guy. Look at me. I'm going to headbutt somebody with a helmet on. Oh, yeah, you know what? That makes you stupid in my book.
He definitely has a personality to him. I think he's a decent player. I don't know if he's the star tool in the set. He's definitely not the most humble of quarterbacks ever.
Well, now that's
not his style. He's never been that way.
Now motivated that the coach that cut him in Cleveland got rid of him
in Atlanta.
Is now in Atlanta. So now he's
play him twice a year.
Now he's talking all that smack, and now he's hungry.
Joe Burrow to Atlanta.
I like humility, and if you're going to be braggadocious, I want you to back it up.
Yeah.
And Baker doesn't back it up. No. He's a 500 quarterback in the NFL, if not worse.
Yeah, no, he's always been that way. He's always been full of that swagger and confidence that's probably misplaced.
He's Kirk Cousins, but he's got an attitude.
Yeah,
yeah. He's been that way since Oklahoma.
Yeah, he has.
I mean,
I know he's been the same guy.
Just the way he is.
Something you got to deal with if you decide to if you put him on your team.
Let's be real. He's very lucky he's still in the NFL after the whole Carolina experience. And
Yep.
That Monday Night Football game with the Rams saved his
Shout out to the Rams for saving.
You think he'd have a little more humility after all of the chances he's been given and things of that nature to kind of get back and get a starting role in the NFL?
Look for I think another contender next year. The Jaguars are going to be up there. Maybe they can continue to build from this fresh. Chargers are going to be in the mix. Chiefs, definitely. Chiefs, you think they put it together. Unless it's really, truly over for the Chiefs and they just go in the opposite direction.
I just don't think that's... I think
Travis Kelce's old.
I think they've had a down year. I think he's going to retire. Maybe not this year. I thought for sure.
I think Travis Kelce should retire. Right.
I thought for sure he was done now.
I think he should retire.
I think he's going to retire. He was a step slow. It was very obvious. He lost a step.
He drops many passes.
He
dropped way too many passes.
Tired. He looked tired.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Extremely.
Right. So, kind of the normal. I don't want to say the usual suspects, but all the teams we mentioned could be threatened for the Super Bowl next year in LA on ESPN. Second one at SoFi.
It is.
Yes.
Because the Rams won it in 2021 at SoFi. So, man, I thought the Rams were going to take it this year. I really did. They were the sexy pick, like Brian said.
They just kind of fell apart at the end. When they
barely lost to the Seahawks.
Yeah, but they were giving up a lot of points. Like that
their defense, their secondary.
Didn't they lose to the Panthers in the regular season at the end? And then they all barely beat them in the playoffs?
Something like that. Yeah. Their secondary did them in dirty.
Yeah, they were hanging by a thread there at the end, man.
Defensively.
Something happened at the end of the year where they just weren't the same team that they were at the beginning of the year.
Defensively was their Achilles heel. That's what it was. Offense had nothing to worry about. Stafford did his job.
Yeah, there's a reason he was MVP. By only one vote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was only by one vote. I was kind of surprised how close.
Yeah, what did we think of the NFL awards? Myles Garrett gets a second DPOY, much deserving.
Yeah,
clearly, obviously. Browns get the Rookie of the Year with where'd that kid go to school?
UCLA. He was a walk-on at UCLA.
Wow, good
Played
story.
one season at UCLA.
So he's a JUCO guy? JUCO?
Yeah, I think he was a JUCO guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, Carson Schwetzinger's who we're talking about.
Yeah, where'd he come from?
UCLA. Yeah. 1 year. They drafted him in the second round. He's been an absolute money pick.
He was legit, huh?
Yeah, and I was concerned because we lost JOK to the neck injury, and I'm like, oh, well, we need another linebacker. Is this kid going to be good?
And
this kid he was as good, if not better than him.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm drawing a blank. Who the heck was it?
Is that it for Usu Corbo? Do we think?
I don't know.
I think so. They're very guarded about his condition.
Yeah.
So
those neck injuries are no kidding around, man.
Offensive Player of the Year, JSN, obviously much deserved. Yeah. Offensive Rookie of the Year was who the heck was it?
I don't really pay attention.
The Panthers guy, the wide receiver, McMillan.
Yeah,
I think they call him TT. They call him TT.
TT McMillan.
TT McMillan. He had like 7 touchdowns.
He went to Arizona. I believe. Yes.
Yeah. So
T-Mac.
Bobby Wagner for the Commanders. Walter Payton Man.
Yeah, Man of the Year. That was pretty cool.
They call that the most prestigious award in the NFL.
He gets a little patch on his jersey now. I've always really liked that.
If he stayed, he might retire. It might be time for him to hang it up.
You think?
I think so. He was pretty rough there at the end.
Yeah, it's a young man's game, man.
It is a young man's game. Linebacker, 35, 36 years old out there. It just doesn't.
Man, Craig,
it's not a good recipe.
You're making it sound like grandpa's over here, man.
Hey, I don't play in the NFL.
What the heck are we going to talk about for the next 8 months? My God.
Well,
man, college basketball. Duke, Carolina.
Oh, I saw some of that game the other day.
What about that? I was unplugged on Saturday, and then I opened my group chat and I saw that tweet. I was like, that is an awesome Duke Carolina classic.
Storming the court.
Instant classic.
Storming the court.
Did you like it? You didn't like it?
No, I thought it was great. I thought it was unbelievable. There was a awesome fan shot video, from their phone.
Yeah.
And it was like they were in the stands, right where the guy took the shot. The pass was perfect. And to see it go off and you hear the reaction right when it leaves its hands and where people are like, oh, that's in. Everybody knew it was in. You could tell right when it left his hands. You could tell it was in. It was awesome.
It's one of the best rivalries in all of sports. You can't even. Red Sox, Yankees, Michigan, Ohio State, and Carolina, Duke. I think those are like the 3 or 4 that probably hold.
And you saw that Dean Dome. You saw the Dean Dome go absolutely bonkers, right? Man,
yeah.
Did you realize they might be tearing down the Dean Dome?
Oh, no, I don't know the story with that.
Yeah.
Brian's always up with the stadium updates.
Me and venues.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're going to tear down the Dean Dome.
No way.
Yeah, what happens is there is this new part of a land pretty far away.
Okay.
I don't think if it's even technically on campus, but they're trying to expand the campus a little bit. New redevelopment project, new mixed-use development, new arena. They want to bulldoze the Dean Dome. Apparently, it's going to cost like $800 million to renovate it.
Wow.
It needs a new HVAC system.
No, specific.
That's one of the things that it needs.
Wow.
Amongst everything else. And so now they're tossing around the ideas. Do we spend the $800 million and renovate? Or do we build a brand new, shiny new toy?
You think one of your more famous alum can help with the project? The new project?
I think that's what they're hoping for.
Dean Dome at Michael Jordan Court, something like that.
Brought to you by DraftKings.
If there was only a guy
that can fit the bill, with like 80% of it.
Yeah,
that has unlimited money.
Well,
you wonder if there is a guy out there that could do that.
He could make the call pretty quickly.
But so there's
a lot of memories.
There's a lot of backlash and a lot of save the Dean Dome signs.
Of course.
That are people.
Yes. Well, people holding on to the nostalgia.
The thing is, eventually, these buildings do run out of time.
For sure.
Do they?
They do. I mean, Northeastern.
Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Here's the thing: the oldest continuous hockey rink in North America was Northeastern's rink. They just closed it.
Yeah, Matthews Arena just closed down. They built a brand new one.
Wow.
But at Fog Allen, University of Minnesota.
Yeah,
these places are old, man. Duke. Way older than the Dean Dome.
Wow, yeah.
By decades.
Cameron Indoor, man, it is pretty.
Wrigley Field's more than 100 years old.
Yeah, and
Cameron Indoor
looks like it too.
No, it doesn't. They did a $1 billion renovation. It's great. It's fine. Yeah, they rebuilt it. They literally rebuilt it.
Cameron Indoor is one of the uniquer venues in sports. So I don't know what's the balance.
Poly Pavilion.
But they've renovated that.
Yeah, but of course they've renovated.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
I'm sure they've renovated Duke, but I mean it's
Poly Pavilion's gorgeous.
It's only 40 years old. The Dean Dome. It's only 40 years old.
Really?
Yeah, it opened in '86.
Wow. Okay, that's not as old as I thought.
Yeah. Prior to that, they played at Carmichael Auditorium, which they still have, by the way.
Interesting.
And they use for other events. Reynolds Coliseum at NC State, they still have it.
Yeah.
Even though they play at the new arena.
Well, people get paid to make those decisions, man. It's presidents, and someone's trying to land a contract. The construction people are like, yeah, screw the Dean Dome. Let's build a new one. They want the check.
I don't like it.
I know. I'm not sure I'm for it either.
I'm all about keeping classic venues, but I do understand eventually.
Yeah. Right.
But the thing is, people aren't asking for it. There's not a big clamoring like, you know what, this place sucks, man. We need to replace the Dean Dome with something better and move it far away. No, nobody's saying that. Yeah. The only people saying that are the people that have some sort of interest in getting some sort of development deal with this.
Yeah, it's all about money. That's it.
It's all
retail spaces and rent. Retail spaces and rent.
Fans aren't clamoring for this.
Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, you go down the wormhole with that. I'm kind of like, I didn't even know.
I've only been once to the Dean Dome.
Yeah, I've never been.
It was in 1993. Grateful Dead played there.
Nice.
Yes.
And it was very
Chapel Hill's campus is gorgeous.
Very
right?
good
Chapel
shows.
Hill's really nice. Great pharmaceutical program. I know one guy who became a pharmacist through there. He was. I went on a trip with him, roommate situation years ago, and always talked about how great the pharmacy program at UNC was.
And I'll be in Durham on Thursday, and I'll be in the vicinity.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Well, go check it out. Maybe walk by.
Yeah, pay my respects. Let's stick with college. We'll get to the football in a second.
Yeah,
we'll go college hoops. Some of the Commonwealth contenders. So we know UNC's in. Obviously, Duke's going to be in. But how about the teams in the Commonwealth? We got UVA's having a fantastic season.
They are. Yeah. Very good to see them back.
Ryan Odom has really turned them around. Craig and I both say it's basically they took Tony Bennett and just kind of cloned him with Ryan Odom. It's like the same person, you know. It's they have a net ranking of 17. They're 20-3, 9-2 in the ACC.
Very good.
And the Cavs are for real. So they've been having a good season.
Good. It's good, and they score more than 50 points a game.
They score a lot of points.
Yeah,
Tony Bennett wasn't in on this NIL era, and he didn't want to be a part of that. But apparently Ryan Odom is, because if you have a team that's this good, you're dishing out the dollars.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean it is. It's such a change where, and I don't look down upon Tony Bennett for not wanting to deal with it. He grew up in a different era of college hoops. He has the right to say, hey, this is not for me. But then the new coach has the right to come in and say, you know what, UVA, we're going to change it up.
Yeah, look, I'll adapt.
We'll adapt. Yep. And I'm going to take this program to new heights under this current landscape. So
barring a miraculous collapse, UVA firmly in the field of 68. Also in the ACC, Virginia Tech is 16-8, 5-6 with a net of 55. Mike Young has Tech playing pretty good ball, but I don't know. I'd call them a bubble team right now.
Yeah, I mean, what was the one year they got hot a few years ago and won the tournament? Obviously, you have to hope for something like that.
Oh, that was incredible.
That was really good for them. So, and then the George Masons of the world in the A10, obviously doing the thing.
Mason and VCU are doing their thing, both of them.
It's impressive, man. VCU is obviously a factory for just consistent winning ways. It's something in the water. If anybody that leads that program seems to have a tournament team or a tournament-worthy team, and they win a lot of games. So I don't know what to say other than it's a typical VCU program.
And you know what the thing is? They've always been that way.
Yeah.
There was a span in the late 70s and through the 80s. There was a coach by the name of J.D. Barnett. I think he left to go to Tulsa or something like that, or Tulane. I don't even remember which one it was. But he had VCU rolling back then, where they were going to the tournament every year, and they were winning the game, and they were ranked 11th in the top 25 back then.
Right. It's crazy.
And then they kind of went through a down period when they had Mac McCarthy, who was Charles Barkley's coach at Auburn. He was there. And then basically when it got turned around was when they hired Jeff Capel.
Yeah.
And then since then, it's just been the rocket ship
factory.
It's just been incredible.
Winning factory.
They are a basketball school. They don't have football.
They don't have football to worry about.
So they can pay their.
Gotta be good at something.
They can pay their coach a lot of money. They probably pay their players a lot more money.
Spot. It's a unique spot. That's how I describe it.
Yeah.
Right? And then without the football program.
Crappy gym.
Yeah. Oh, really? It's best.
I mean, it's okay, but
yeah.
Compared to Chartway Arena,
okay, all right.
It's got more of a gym feel to it.
Got it.
Like you're not going to have Stevie Wonder's not coming to
Siegel Center. Got it.
Stevie Wonder came to Chartway Arena.
Okay.
Elton John's not going to Siegel Center.
That's
Elton
a good way to put it.
Came to Chartway Arena.
That's a good way to put it.
Hey, you want to know where Old Dominion is in net rankings?
We know.
We have got it. Old Dominion is 260.
Yeah, so I don't think they're coming to the tournament.
We know that.
Well, we're not done with these yet. So Mason is 75.
Yeah. Mason. All right.
So that'd be kind of a
Liberty. I haven't looked at Liberty's. Man, Liberty's having a great year.
Yeah, 79.
What the heck?
VCU's net is 49, by the way. So that's right there, man.
Yeah.
They're right there. And Liberty, of course, another team.
I saw a highlight reel of one of their players who's doing up a lot of highlights, like dunking on people and just going crazy. I don't know what his name is or what his deal is, but
Why
he's
can't ODU have nice things?
Apparently like a pick, like a draft pick type.
ODU can't have nice things.
17 and
it's all cyclical, man.
But here's the thing.
You had a run.
So our peers, Old Dominion's peers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, George Mason went to a Final Four.
Right.
VCU went to a Final Four.
Yep.
James Madison went to the college football playoff.
Yep.
Liberty went to who did they play?
They went to New Year's Six game.
What bowl was that?
Oregon.
Fiesta Bowl.
Fiesta Bowl, yep.
I mean, but what does ODU have?
Nothing.
The
recently.
women's national championships. We'll say that.
The history there. But
Been a while.
Recently, ODU as an athletic staff, prior to this football season, athletics programs, I mean, they've been sort of down in a cyclical way. The baseball team had one good run in 2021, but not the early 2000s, 2010 Old Dominion program that we saw. So it's cyclical, man. You got it. Something's got to give. Something's going to change. You're eventually going to hit on the right players and coach. They're going to figure out the NIL thing, and then all of a sudden you'll have a year and have a stretch where things are great. But right now, not a good look. I mean, the basketball team, man.
At least your most famous alumni was in the news today. Well, athletically.
I don't know.
Justin Verlander.
Oh, Verlander. Oh, yeah. Baseball alumni.
Yeah, he's going back to the Tigers.
Yeah. We're gonna put that in.
But the basketball team, it's been tough, man. That loss to Louisiana Monroe the other night, when Monroe was net ranking 359 out of 365. They'd lost 13, 14 games in a row and were winless in the Sun Belt. and they came in and led wire to wire.
And we said in the office that day, just based on our observations, right? Like we just talk about sports for a living. Brian and I came in. You're looking at the game, and you're like, "Oh, this should be a surefire win." And we both kind of looked at each other like, "No, it's not. It's not. This is not a surefire win." I said, they could lose this game, and they went on to lose the game. So bounced back with a win over Ohio in the weekend in the MAC Sunbelt Challenge. So encouraging there, but
yeah, that was a good win.
Yeah, good win.
But what's going to happen here is barring a absolute miracle.
Yeah,
barring a miracle on ice, Old Dominion's going to lose 20 games 3 years in a row.
Right. When's
3 straight 20. Never.
It's never.
Prior to the history of the program, they'd only had 2 20-loss seasons in the history of the program.
Wow.
Now they're going to have 3 in a row.
That's a good way to put it. That's the perspective needed right there. Yeah, that's tough. That's really tough. Not ideal.
That's rock bottom.
Yeah.
And they still had 6,600 people at the game on Saturday night.
Oh, the Ohio game?
Yeah.
Wow.
They still have a fan base.
They still draw.
Yeah.
They still draw. It's something to do.
Well, Field of 68, the Twitter handle with those guys, college basketball experts, and they had a poll with who were the top jobs in each conference, and they're unveiling a new conference each day, and they finally got to the Sun Belt, and James Madison was first, followed by Old Dominion, followed by Marshall, but ODU and JMU both had a bunch of first-place votes. Yeah. So those are the 3 clear-cut top jobs perception-wise in the Sun Belt. Right. And one of the anonymous coaches was saying about ODU is they have the best fan support, they have the best facilities, they have the best whole setup with the way the student housing is, where the practice facility and everything is. They have the most backing by the administration. They have the most funding. They have the most money for their top 3 in NIL, rev share spending.
Yeah.
So when you see that, 3 straight 20-loss seasons is not acceptable, in my opinion.
Yeah, right. James Madison's got the benefit of recency bias because he just went to a tournament 2 years ago.
Yeah, and you could look at that.
Made a little run.
More attractive job is like, hey, look, you get JMU back on the tracks. You get them. You win 30 games and beat Wisconsin in the NCAA tournament, and the coach is now at Vanderbilt, and they're
nice arena too.
They're really good. Yeah,
the arena. Oh my gosh.
And he's got Vandy rolling.
Yeah, men and women this
Mark
year.
Byington. I remember when Jeff Bourne, the AD, when they hired Mark Byington, they hired him from Georgia Southern, and I'm like, that's really what you're hiring that guy?
Yeah,
kind of like, well, you're hiring Kurt Signetti for me. What are you thinking? This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
obviously he does, and so yeah, Mark, that's an attractive job because the last time somebody used Old Dominion as a springboard to another job, I mean, we're talking 30 plus years ago. Wow, when Oliver Purnell left Old Dominion for Dayton.
It's crazy to think about that. Yeah, that is crazy how some programs naturally kind of guys springboard to the next thing. And then some guys, Brian, you've said it in the past, Old Dominion football and basketball, it's 10-year cycles kind of. Yeah. Guys stick around for 10 years.
Yeah.
But you almost kind of you want the model that the JMU has right now. It's like, hey, be here for like 3-4 years, get to the tournament and go ahead, on your way. Let's get the next up and comer. And you just keep the winning ways up and then keep the coaches going out the door.
And then, VCU basketball is a great example of that. God. I think App State football is an example of that. I think Boise State football is an example of that. Gonzaga hoops, the outlier.
Yes.
With Mark Few, who's never going to leave.
Never going to leave. No. Lost to Portland the other day too. Other local teams in 757, the Norfolk State trying to figure it out in the MEAC. They just beat Central the other night. Big rivalry game. 11-14 overall, 4-4 in the MEAC.
Got intense again, as always with those games.
As always. I went to the William and Mary Hampton game this past weekend.
How was that?
Man, it was cool. It was good, fun game. I knew coming in, I was like, Hampton's got a shot here. I mean, at their place, I know William and Mary's talented, but Hampton held William and Mary. They were like 1 of 15 from 3, and they came in shooting like 42% as a team. Wow. They held them to 1 of 15 from beyond the line. Talking about guarding the 3-point line. And Ivan Thomas said that was our focus of our scout, and we could not let them beat us from 3. So 77-74, the final. Good win for Hampton in the CAA. And Struthers, Etienne Struthers, our boy from Newport News, had an 18 in the game.
Oh, that's great.
Big dunks, couple threes.
Nice to see Hampton.
Man, yeah, just
do
good
things, yeah.
They were fun. So it was a fun game to watch. CNU had a big win over Mary Washington last week that we were there for their up to number 8 in the Division III poll. Toa Hollenbeck had a career high 43. The kid from Chesapeake poured it in. I mean, to lead that team to a win. So they're up now. They go to Mary Washington here, see if they can double them up in the Coast to Coast League. So
last topic here, we had some big. Yeah. Realignment news over the weekend. And, I'm always fascinated by this realignment discussion. Mm-hmm. North Dakota State leaving the Missouri Valley Conference in football only and joining the FBS, joining the Mountain West Conference this season, effective 2026. A couple of years ago, the entrance fee to leave FCS to FBS was $5,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, the NCAA was like, well, that's not enough. So
clearly.
Now it's $5 million.
Oh,
yeah.
It went a couple zeros of that.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
So $5 million there, and then another 12 to the Mountain West.
Jeez.
So $17 million just to make the move.
Unbelievable.
North Dakota State has won 10 national championships in FCS. They are one of the dominant teams in FCS, and I've been reading a lot about this, and their attendance has been down.
Okay,
and there's some apathy amongst the fan bases, like they're kind of tired of life in the FCS and just being this dominant team that's not challenged by anybody,
beating up everybody.
So they need a new challenge.
Yeah,
kind of like James Madison was kind of the same way.
Yeah,
they needed, and people. Well, man, are the fans really going to care about these group of 6 teams? And well, yeah, you can't get a ticket to a JMU game, so apparently they do care. You still can't get a ticket to an App State game.
Yeah.
And they were FCS. So I think there's going to be a big move in Fargo, North Dakota. They're joining the league with Nevada, UNLV, San Jose State, Wyoming, UTEP, Hawaii, Air Force.
Yeah. Seems like a perfect fit. Seems
Northern
like a
Illinois.
great fit.
Do you think they are immediately a contender for that group of 5
for
spot?
sure. Sure. Yeah.
Because they are probably the most consistent program in all of the country.
Yeah. FCS football, they are. They're zero. It's South Dakota. It's North Dakota State and everybody else. And South Dakota State's had some good years recently. South Dakota had a national championship.
The other teams I think that they're saying that could make the move that are kind of positioned would be North Dakota is not. That's that's the most apparently the most rural D1 area there is.
Yeah.
South Dakota probably not, but South Dakota State, Montana, and Montana State.
I was going to say the Montana school's got to be.
Those are the 3 that are kind of positioned to maybe do something. Sacramento State, for some reason, seems to have a bunch of money.
We're going to run out of FCS schools here eventually.
Because I think I think that leads us to this.
People are going to start dropping.
There could be I think what's going to happen is we're going to reach that point
I gotcha.
where there's going to be a split.
Right.
And the Division 1 will have another subdivision
like it used to be.
So no.
It'll just be a new division.
No.
Okay.
So they'll create
I'm sorry. I guess I'm thinking of the D1A, D1AA,
the group of 4 subdivision.
Got you.
And the group of 6 subdivision.
Right.
Whatever they're going to call it.
Yeah. Whatever.
But is that what we want to see? Would we rather see Old Dominion in a group of 6 playoff on its own? And here's what a group of 6 top 25 looked like.
Yeah.
The final group of 5 top 25 this year.
Yeah.
Tulane, James Madison, North Texas, Navy, South Florida, Boise State, Old Dominion, UConn. That was your top 8.
Right. Yeah.
Would you like that little tournament there? A little 18 tournament?
Brian's heard me talk about this off. I'm a little split down the middle on it. Like I see it, I get it, but then I don't like the idea of they're Division 1 school too. Like they get to, why can't they play with the big boys?
But could there still be a spot in the big boy playoff if you have a ranking high enough?
But why do the split then if that's the case?
I don't know.
Why do the split? Why even do the split?
Because more.
We do the split, but then we're gonna still send one team up there to kind of maybe get your butt whooped.
It's like one year, like App State was in the final AP poll. App State was ranked 27th one year.
Yeah.
In the real poll.
Right. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm starting to lean towards the split. I think I do like the idea of the split.
Well, I think it's good. It's better for television. I think you could have a whole another playoff.
Yeah, but the TV people would love it. TV would probably love it, right? More inventory, more games.
And you don't have to sell that strictly to ESPN. You could sell that to a bunch of other networks. Prime, that'd be great for Prime. Yeah. Amazon does an excellent job with their sports coverage.
Yeah. I'm starting to lean towards it. Initially, I was kind of like, I don't know, but the more that I see it, and then I don't want to be the JMU played Oregon. They deserve to be there. I'm not like a team that's like these G6s don't deserve to be in. That's not my style. Like you play your schedule. You look good, and what happens? Half the playoff games before the 12 teams were all blowouts.
The G4 teams get blown out too.
Yeah,
nobody says anything about that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not my.
Well, I forget who was saying it. It was like this is a safety issue. I'm like, it's a safety issue when they play these cupcake teams like earlier in the year.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that. But I do think from an inventory TV standpoint and an even playing field, heck yeah, split it up and let the G6 play each other and let's have at it. You know,
Beast Carolina. What do you think?
What about him? You think
Beast Carolina? What do you think?
Oh, with the rumor, is Mr. Beast thinking about it?
I think so.
100 million?
What? He's gonna name?
He's gonna like.
No, he's gonna fund the team.
He's gonna drop a bag on East Carolina.
Oh, I believe it. Why wouldn't he?
He lives there.
100 million on ECU to win a national title.
That's crazy.
He's got the money.
I know.
He's gonna fund that ECU's national.
According to him, he doesn't have the money. If you ever watch those Mr. Beast videos, it's all like.
But that's part of it. This this is the money that's going back in.
Remember, he did a viral video recently. He's like, I don't actually have it. He's like, I got like $2 in my bank account. It's all like
it all goes.
He skirts all the taxes in every way possible. So technically, he doesn't have the money.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
It's all invisible money at the end of the day. That's how it works.
It's all
right, Jim Beast.
He says it all goes into
correct.
The show. I swear I saw him at Billy String's concert at Chartway Arena a couple years ago.
Did he go? He go to ECU?
No, I don't think he went.
He just lives in Greenville.
He just lives there.
Yeah, I know he lives.
I don't think he went to college.
Isn't that where
he does either.
Well, I thought he played college baseball. Maybe
No,
something.
I think we would have known that. He definitely
Yeah.
lives and films in Greenville, and that's his headquarters.
Okay, yeah.
So
he's
got love for the community. For
I know.
sure.
I know it's where the Beast base is.
Yeah.
And a lot of the bits that he's done with football, like contests for kicking a ball or throwing a ball. It's at Dowdy Finkel Stadium.
Right. And I haven't watched Beast Game season 2, but I was really into season 1 on Prime Video. Season 1 was very intriguing, very cool.
Yeah.
High production value. I want to watch season 2.
I watch like videos of his like every so often.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes it's like a cool premise or whatever. But
I was never into his videos until Beast Games. I saw Beast Games on Prime and saw how big he was. And he started doing the candies and he sponsored the Hornets.
I mean, I liked it when he did I liked the videos back when it was like tipping a waitress $5,000 kind of thing, you know, like ordering a water and tipping 5,000.
Yeah.
But then when he got in and like opening up a free car dealership, you know, those things were kind of fun. But now with the competitions and the this and that, it's like
next level stuff.
It's too much. I don't care anymore.
He had one guy live in a facility and like he wanted to lose 100 pounds in a year, and the guy stayed there for like 9 to 10 months and lost 100 pounds, and they filmed it.
I saw that one. And then like his trainer like died in the middle of it.
Oh, I don't remember the stories. I didn't want to go dark on our viewers.
I didn't want to go dark, but hey, like it was crazy.
I don't know the story, but no, that'd be crazy. Hey,
on that note,
there is a precedent for dropping some money and trying to get to a natty. It can be done. It can be done.
Hey, Texas Tech. I mean, it is being done.
It's being done.
It's being done.
It's just they don't happen to be YouTubers.
Yeah,
I mean Texas Tech, so it's an oil money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indiana, all the business guys.
Indiana, Mark Cuban.
Well, they claim that their rev share is not as much as people think it is.
Indiana.
Yeah.
They just get good players.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. But the rev share in the NIL, is that like two different operations? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe they're just saying our rev share is not great, but our NIL is great. You know, shout out to Mark Cuban, who's trying to buy back the Mavericks, apparently.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. We'll find out. So, all right, that's all we got for Sports Wrap Overtime. We're signing off. Tune into the show. Share it with your friends and family. For Jeff Snyder and Brian Parsons, I'm Craig Loper. We will see you next week. Have a good one.